What if I genuinely told you everything you've ever learned about bulking or so online is a complete fucking lie? Whether that's eating 6 meals a day, eating until failure just like everyone claims, working out 6 times a week, or even chucking down mass gainers, all of these are a fucking lie. I know that's a very bold statement to say, but I'm genuinely so sure of what I'm saying because I've lived it myself. I was that guy who was just doing everything from working out 6 times a week for 2 hours every single session, training chest, 6 exercises every single session, doing all of the splits, bro split, push-pull legs, Arnold, every single thing you could just ever imagine. I did that, and that got me nowhere. I was literally stuck to the point where after 2 years of me lifting, no one could ever tell I touched a dumbbell unless I took my shirt off. And in 2 years, people make massive transformations in 2 years, but me, I couldn't look like I lift. In this video, I'm gonna show you the 3 myths I used to believe that kept me literally stuck for 2 years and changed the whole trajectory for me in the last year alone after I gave up on those myths, okay? And if you don't know who I am, my name is Sajid. I basically help skinny men who are struggling to gain weight and build muscle no matter what they do, just do that effortlessly. And my whole thesis falls down to a system called the norm antithesis, which basically doing everything the normal people tell you to do, whether that's eating 6 meals a day, whether that's working out 6 times a week, whether that's depending on mass gainers, whatever it is, I just do it the complete opposite. And that's why I've been able to build a massive physique in the last year alone of progress, which was worth the first 2 years of me lifting. So let's basically dive into this. So the first myth I want to talk about is eating until failure. How many times have you ever seen people telling you, oh, you gotta eat until failure? Like if you're struggling to gain weight, you gotta literally be eating in the kitchen every single hour. That's what I basically felt to. I was back then eating every single hour. I had nothing going in my life, so I was just in the kitchen every single day for 5 hours every single day and just chugging down meals, which was especially macaroni with yogurt. You probably know how much macaroni has so much calories. Like in 100 grams, there's about 180 calories. So I was just eating as much as I can out of this, but I reached a place where I couldn't chew anymore. If I just chew 1 whole tablespoon again, I'm gonna vomit. So what I do is I basically kept a water bottle next to me. So whenever I just put the tablespoon in my mouth, I chug it with water immediately to get it down, to force it to get down so I don't vomit. That's how miserable it was for me. And that was every single day. Yes, I've gained some weight, I put on some muscle and like gained some weight, which was mostly fat because I was getting weight too fast. I gained some weight, not gonna lie to you, but was that sustainable? Definitely not. Was that making me feel the best of my life? Definitely not. And I literally ended up kind of skinny fat, feeling like shit, not having that much energy. And like, I was obsessing over fitness so much to an extent where I was living in the gym and I was living in the kitchen every single day. I was just, I wasn't even cooking. Imagine if I was cooking, my mom was cooking for me. My whole day was wasted on me eating. So after that, I've literally cracked the code. And now all I do is I only eat 3 meals a day and 1 single snack. And the way I do it and the way I've cracked the massive code is that it doesn't really matter how much meals you're eating a day as much as hitting your caloric surplus matters, okay? So you gotta know that if you wanna bulk and literally gain lean muscle, you wanna be in a caloric surplus. And that caloric surplus should be very slight. I'm talking about 100 to 200 calories above your maintenance calories. So that extra calories give you more performance at the gym, and those extra calories your body absorbs to help you with recovery, muscle protein synthesis, and more performance and better energy. It doesn't fucking matter how many meals you're eating a day. If you are hitting your caloric surplus and more important your protein goal, you're gonna gain muscle and gain weight no matter what. No matter if you do that with 3 meals a day, with 2 meals a day, with 4 meals a day, with even 6 meals a day. It doesn't fucking matter. And you probably just eat a lot, but you still can gain weight. And if you're wondering why, if that's your just fast metabolism or your genetics or whatever, let me tell you that it's not. It's just that you are not being in a caloric surplus. And the only way you're gonna know if you're being in a caloric surplus or not is by tracking your calories. So if you're sleeping on tracking calories, just go fucking track right now and stop being lazy. Now, the second myth I want to talk about is mass gainers. Okay, how many times you've seen guys online just add mass gainers to their shake and tell you this is a massive bulking shake, blah, blah, blah. Or even just maybe gym owners marketing mass gainers to you and telling you, oh bro, like you're so skinny, you need mass gainers and it's gonna help you blow up. I've been told that when I first started going to the gym. I have my cousin's husband where he literally told me after a certain period of time, you're gonna reach a place where you're gonna get stagnant and like you need mass gainers in that way. And I was so fucking afraid to reach that place. But right now, I met him like a week ago and he told me like, fuck, do you take any supplements? You know, like this was the whole shift. Okay, so I didn't believe him because at that time I did, but right now I fucking don't. And if you just wanna argue about it, I could argue from now until whenever he wants. You don't fucking need it. Okay, it's full of sugars, it's full of unnecessary shit, it's full of healthy shit, unhealthy shit, it's full of processed things. So you really don't need it. Why would you want to do it in that way when you could just do it healthily? Okay, is it gonna help you? Absolutely. But do you need it? Absolutely not. Okay, I've never taken a mass gainer scoop in my entire fucking life. Yet I was able to put on more than 50 pounds. Okay, so you gotta focus on that. And even if you take mass gainers, don't think that if I just take mass gainers today, I'm gonna blow up. No, it doesn't work like this. If you are also not being a cardiac surplus, which I'm always talking about, you're not gonna gain weight and gain muscle. It's literally like that. Okay, no matter if you're just having 5 scoops of mass gainers every single day, if you are not being in a cardiac surplus and eating above your maintenance calories, fuck it, you're not gonna gain weight. And the third myth that I want to talk about is training more. Okay, everyone just tells you train more. Okay, you gotta train more, you gotta train more, you gotta train more. That's the only way you're gonna grow muscle. And if you just think about it logically, like they are right. Okay, no one's just mistaken about that, because we as humans are biologically programmed to think that whatever you do just more, you're gonna see more results. Okay, if you just think about it logically in business, if you put in more hard work, you're gonna see more results. If you put more hard work into yourself, you're gonna grow. If you put more work to just like improving yourself, reading more books, listening to more podcasts, you're gonna see more results. Even school, even work, whatever, you're gonna see more results. But when it just comes to fitness and working out, that's a totally misconception and the opposite way. Okay, if you just do more when it comes to your muscle and literally working them out more, your muscles aren't gonna be able to handle that and they're gonna get fatigued so fucking much to an extent where they're gonna just not be able to recover as much, which we don't even want, because muscles grow in the recovery phase and not in the working out phase. No matter how hard you work out, if your muscles are not recovering well and you are not just rebuilding those muscle tissues that you've torn down, fuck it, you're not gonna grow any muscles. So that's the thing. If you are training 6 days a week and you are not giving yourself enough recovery, you are shooting yourself directly in the foot. So what you want to do is basically just reduce your workout days to even like 3, 4, 5 days a week, to as much days as you can. Like if you can only go 3 times a week, you could still make a massive body with 3 times a week. I've got tons of my clients who work out only 3 times a week and they were able to make a massive transformation in just like a month. Okay, so you got to think about this very, very, very much. So I'm not even talking about the days only. I am talking about the general idea of working out more, whether that's doing more exercises, more sets, more reps, more days. All of that is bullshit. All of that is bullshit, okay? I've never seen as much growth as I did when I reduced the amount of sets I'm doing, the amount of exercises I'm doing, the amount of days I'm working out. I just work out 5 days a week right now because I want to, not because it's better for muscle building, but because I love working out. That's why. So I only do right now around 3 chest exercises of 2-3 sets each, take them to a complete failure, and that's fucking good. Okay, even for my back, for my biceps, it doesn't fucking matter. Okay, doing more isn't gonna help you. Perhaps it's gonna do a counter effect on you. So do less. I'm gonna say less days, less exercises. If you are doing 5 to 6 chest exercises, probably reduce them to 3. Okay, if you are doing like 3 bicep exercises or 4 of 3 to 4 sets each, you could just keep them, but do 2 sets each exercise and you're gonna fucking grow. Okay, take your nutrition in place, you're gonna fucking grow. So basically that was it for this video. I hope it helped you out, guys. And if you want me to integrate my own system, which is the norm antithesis system, where it literally does everything the opposite of what you've been told about bulking and muscle gaining, if you want me to integrate that into you and you want to work one-on-one with me, go to the description down below and just book a call with me to see if you qualify into our one-on-one mentorship.